Another big misconception is when people say, well, nobody's perfect and everyone's made mistakes. And all of this, throw the first stone and all of this if you never made a mistake. But the thing about it is, you gotta stop putting every mistake in the same category. Some things are just not that easily forgivable. And that's just being real about it. I'm not going to act like, well, yeah, I'm big on forgiveness. I am big on forgiveness, but sometimes it's hard. Forgiveness can be a struggle for many people. But I'm also not saying that I'm against it. It's just stop expecting people to meet you where you're at and have the same definition of forgiveness because you were able to forgive people easily. Everybody's situation is different. Being on that about the forgiveness thing. But I'm not against it. Sometimes it just takes time, and that's why people say God is still working on me because you may, talk to God every day to see, like, how can I get over this? Help me to move on from this and not carry any hard feelings toward anyone, especially if that's in your heart to be that way. But forgiveness isn't always easy. It doesn't, it shouldn't just be put in a one size fits all for everybody. I mean, come on, you just can't look at everything like that. Another thing that I don't like is when people they say stuff like, well, you didn't have a problem with such and such when you were close with them. Again, pertaining to the narcissist. Well, I didn't know any better. And that's how I put it. I just simply say, well, I didn't know any better. And you know what? It shuts them up. But now I know better. I realized what was going on. I woke up, and that wake up call showed me a whole lot of things that I was once blind to. I'm so glad I see now. And now I can talk about it, spread awareness, hopefully to help others who end up in that situation so they don't have to go through it as long as I did. But that should never just be an answer, to someone when they speak about their experience with someone who mistreated them, abused them, or tried to destroy them. Oh, well, you didn't have a problem with them when you were with them for so long. Sometimes it just takes that long before you realize that you're dealing with the enemy.